Hey everyone, I'm Aaron, Executive Director of Simbi Foundation and host of Impact in the 21st Century. And I want to say thank you for taking the time to listen to the podcast thus far. We really appreciate it. We've had an amazing time with incredible conversations with people like Neil deGrasse Tyson, Alex Honnold, Nadlika Mandela, and so many more. And we have an exceptional lineup in the new year. But for now, wanted to share a few of our favorite moments from the show thus far.
And it's a statement that you don't want to be true, but when you think about it, it really is true. It's, if you want to be more creative, become less productive.
And this is the problem. We've created this thing called the economy and corporations. These are not forces of nature, they're human constructs. And we've elevated them so high that we had a prime minister who for 9.5 years said doing something about climate change is crazy economics.
No policy can ever have the complexity that an issue not only contains but requires of its citizenry should ever be conveyed by a Twitter. This is anathema, to use the Greek. It is anathema to true thinking and true analysis and, in my opinion, a true democracy.
I guess if you were really looking, at the far, like fantasy future, I mean, the LCAP would be humanity transitioning to 100% renewable energy and fossil fuels being a thing of the past, and humanity avoiding the worst of catastrophic climate change.
And that pained me, that there are gifted children in Africa, but they don't have amenities. And that is my vision for these children, that the sky is not even the limit. All you need to be given are the tools to get there.
And part of the trouble, even though I am absolutely making resources online or helping create an organizer for good resources, we can't be tethered to the screen all the time without repercussions. So this is the balancing act that humanity and I as a person am facing.
Well, I think it really has to do with being critical. The first thing you ask is where or who is saying this? Where are they getting paid?
It is equally as intellectually lazy to reject everything you hear as it is to accept everything you hear. It's much harder to ask questions. And that's unfortunate because that should be a fundamental feature of what it is to be human in the 21st century. And it doesn't appear to be so.
Up until I was 52, I was still referred to as if outside of this man, I don't exist. I don't have my own contribution to society. That was one of the things that prompted me to write the book, that I am more than Ndilega, the grandchild of. I am Ndilega first, then the grandchild of Nelson and Evelyn.
And then you further realize that you can have a pretty substantial impact with a relatively small contribution. Like a small amount of money, a small amount of effort can go a pretty long ways in other people's lives. And I feel like when you balance those two things, you're kind of left with this obligation to go out and actually do that useful thing. And you're kind of like, man, if you're able to, and you know that it will help quite a bit, it's like you're kind of required to go do that.